I just wanted to take the time to thank all of you who watch my YouTubes to write to me and tell me how much you really enjoy our training classes and the wrestling and how we put together the shows for you week by week. And we're going to be moving even to another level now. We're going to take it into reality, behind the scenes, and what these guys are all about, why they're wrestling, what they want to become, and what their goals are. But I want to answer some questions for you because I get a lot of calls. First call always starts out, it's been my dream since I was 3 years old to become a professional wrestler. It's what I want to do my entire life. And I can say that at least 5 calls a day tell me the same thing. So I figured if I did this video, I could at least answer some of those questions. And it is nice to have a dream. We all have to have goals. We all have to have dreams to achieve what we want. But we also have to be realistic, because if you look in the mirror and you look at yourself closely, do you look like those guys that you see on TV? Chances are you don't. Those guys are well trained. They go to the gym 6 days a week. They follow a proper diet. I'm doing this for 45 years. I do the same thing. And that's essential to become a good wrestler. You need to have a look. You need to have some character. You need to have charisma. You need to have something that people want to buy tickets to watch you. And you have to understand where you're at. You have to know your limitations. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to look like Batista. It's not, or John Cena. But to be in shape is really important. If you're going to wear a t-shirt and jeans in the ring, then you're not a wrestler. You need to be able to wear tights, boots like wrestlers wear, be able to show your upper body, and be proud that you have a good body that shows that you're in shape. If you have to cover your fat and every time you do a move you're pulling your t-shirt down to adjust it, then that's not getting the job done, because you're really trying to wrestle. You're not trying to have a wardrobe show to hide your fat. A lot of calls that people say, if I train with you, how long will it take me to go to WWE? I have no idea. I don't know your limitations. I don't know your height, your weight, your desires, what you look like, if you're able to even do a roll in the ring. You have to know that you can do these things. So there's no guarantee that you'll make it ever. There's no guarantee you'll make it in a year, 2 years, 6 months. It all depends on you and how much you want to work at it. So when you call me, make sure that you know these things before you call to say, look, I want to be a wrestler. It's also important for you to know that every school costs money. There's trade schools, there's professional colleges, there's cook school, there's beauty school, there's all types of schools. Every school charges a fee. So when you call me and ask me how much it costs, keep in mind that becoming a professional wrestler is not cheap. It's a labor of love, and you have to pay for training. And you have to pay somebody to train you that has experience for at least 20, 30 years, 45 years like I do, for example, that knows what the business is about. If you get young guys that want to train you and they're going to show you to jump off the top rope, then that's not wrestling. You need to learn old school. You learn to know holds, how to sell the audience, how to project your character to the people who are paying to see you, how to work heel, how to work face, how to throw punches, how to throw kicks, how to take bumps. It's not all spots off the ropes. That's a very small part of it. That would be gymnastics. But this is wrestling. Then we incorporate the two together. So when you call me and say, how long does it take and what do I have to know? These are things you have to know, and you have to know that there are certain fees. Gyms across the country, or wrestling gyms across the country, will charge anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 up front to train you as a wrestler. You want to make sure you check them out, that they have a good facility, that they have a guy who's training you who knows what he's talking about. Don't take any less than that, or you'll never become a wrestler. If you have to pay $50 a class, that's cheap. If you have to pay $20 a class, that's too cheap, because you're not going to get your money's worth. You're going to get some jabroni on the street that doesn't know anything, and he just wants your 20 bucks. So remember, there is a fee, and you do have to pay it. And you do need a job in order to pay for these things, and you need to live in accommodations that's close to your school. Many people call me from out of state, Chicago, Illinois, Iowa, you name it, Switzerland, Germany, and they say, I want to come to your school. And then I tell them I'm in Los Angeles, and they realize, well, oh, I don't live near you. So it is on my website that we're in Los Angeles, California, and you do need to live here in order to train. There's no other way about it. People have asked me to find them jobs and accommodations. It's not my job. I'm not a job placement center. I'm a trainer. I'm a wrestler. So if you're going to move to California and you're going to train with me, you need to have some sort of income in order to pay for your living and to pay for your training. So I just wanted to make that clear, because these questions are asked to me all the time. Other questions that are put to me is, how many days a week do I have to train before I can go to a bigger level? Well, there's no way of knowing. We have to know your ability. We have to know if you can do a forward bump, a backward bump, if you know how to take command in the ring, if you know how to take instruction, and it takes time. WWE wrestlers train for at least 2 years before they hit the mat, sometimes 4 years, because they want to be good and ready when they get out in front of an audience. These are things you need to know. So when you call me and you ask me these questions, watch this video because this will answer a lot of questions that you want to know. Is my ring real? Yes, it's a 16-foot wrestling ring. I had it built by some people who build movie sets in the movie studio. I had a plan from a Fed in Indiana, I believe it was. It sent me the plans to it. I had a WWE ring before this ring, and this one is just as good, if not better, and has a great spring to it. These are other questions I'm asked. So I know you'll call me. Keep watching my videos. They will instruct you on what's involved in what we do. There's a lot to it. It's not just getting in the ring and jumping off the top rope. There's a lot to learn, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication. And get into a gym and start working out with weights. Eat properly, high protein, low carb, bodybuilding diet. Get your body in shape so you can take these bumps and not get beat up, because you do get hurt. As much as people say wrestling fake, it's not. It's choreographed, but everything we do is real and can be used on the street, and you can really get hurt if you're not doing the right thing. The other thing is, when you call somebody, such as myself, and want to ask questions about a wrestling school, act like a professional, act like a businessman. Call me. State your name. Tell me that you're interested in knowing about my school. Where is the website? What do you have to offer? People call me and they'll say, is this wrestling school? What does it cost? You know, that's not a good question. First of all, you sound like an illiterate. You need to sound professional. And whatever it costs, if you want to do it, you'll pay it. It doesn't matter what the cost is right now. The point is, can you learn? Can I train you? These are things we need to know. And if you do come to me, I'm going to test you in the ring for probably a good half hour first to see if you're even capable of doing anything. And if you're not, then I won't train you. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to waste your money. I'll give you an evaluation, what I think you can do, where I think you can go with it. If I don't feel that it's your future, I will tell you, stay in school, keep a daytime job, and have fun with this in the evenings. Many of my wrestlers will go to WWE. A few of them, I mean. There's a handful. The rest of them will do independent shows, and there's plenty around here, and they'll be happy with that because they have careers and they have daytime jobs. However, this is their outlet. We also do a lot of TV shows here from networks, a lot of syndicated shows. I have two of them working in a movie right now as actors and wrestlers and stunts, because we do stunts as well, because I'm involved in the movie industry, and I make sure my students get involved when I do, and I get them jobs. So hopefully this will answer all your questions. If you have any other, go to my website, ricdrasin.com, and click on my training page. You'll see all the videos, and you'll see photos of all my wrestlers and my classes. And then if you have any questions, if they're not answered there, then give me a call or email me, rick@ricdrasin.com. But check the training site first, because it tells our location, it tells the fees, it tells the hours, it tells the times, it tells what's required of you. And hopefully I'll be hearing from you, and maybe we can make you into the next world champion. Let's see what we can do. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I hope I helped you.